Good afternoon and welcome to Learn Love Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you clicking that like button so that people of like minds are able to receive these same messages today. On this channel, Learn Love Tarot, I'm Angie. Hi. I teach about astrology, so little mini lessons on astrology and how to read your birth chart. I also create personal birth charts. If you are interested in how to get one from me, you can look at the description box below. So I just got finished with a call or with a reading from my teammates on the spiritual view, and where we are talking about the wounded healer Chiron and its major impact right now, with that being in Aries. We've got a stellium in Aries, Pisces, at the moment. So those two energies are speaking very loudly. And also I've got some pre-shuffled cards on the table. So cards that came out regarding the questions I was asking about this reading today. So if you are want to grab a screen grab, there's our kind of energies that we are working with. And what we're going to be talking about today, the man in the mirror. So I'm starting with the man in the mirror. So Monday, with the new moon eclipse in Aries, it is a powerful moment of change. Okay. It's a symbol of, it's kind of like if you think about it in a 180, or where we talked, the way we talked about it in our discussion about the eclipse energy, it's a portal opening. It is a chance to shift timelines. Every decision we make, therefore, puts us on a different timeline. Okay. So this is like a little freebie helper timeline shift, pushing you to be your very best by healing wounds that need to be released and let go of. So wherever 19 degrees Aries is in your chart, we all have a 19 degrees Aries. That'll tell you what life area or what pie piece this massive shift is happening in. Okay. Now, today is Saturday, April 6th, 2024. That is a number of 468. We're going to look up that angel number, and that comes out to a 108. So I may peek at that number as well. That boils down in numerology to an 18, which is the card of the moon, imagination, peace, being still, perhaps not seeing things too clearly, okay? Emotions, big emotional time. And then its sister card of 18 would be 9. And that is the Hermit card. So spiritual wisdom, self-evaluation, reflection. And then where the moon is today, we are in a waning phase, and that is what we need to release. So that's going to be my first question for each sign. And then the second question is, what are we needing to heal? So tomorrow is what's called a balsamic moon, and that's when there's just a little sliver of white there on the left hand side as the moon is turning its light off. We are waxing off. And then Monday, of course, with the total solar eclipse happening, that big event. Okay. Now today the moon is still in Pisces, which means that our sensitivities are increased, and so is our imagination and our intuition. Okay, so you might be feeling a little more sensitive than usual. There's an increase in your perception of your surroundings, of your environmental energy, that could be having us feel a little insecure, and therefore push us into passivity. Okay, so we're just not taking any action because we might be feeling insecure about something. It's the Pisces moon. But the advantage, the light side of that is, again, do something creative, dive into spiritual practice, get curious about what this whole spiritual enlightenment thing is, okay? Let me make some additional notes here, or some observations. That's the word. Okay, that's that lovely Mercury in retrograde. If you've had trouble spitting out your words, we can blame it on Mercury retrograde. So the cardinal signs, because that eclipse is happening in Aries, that is the north node of destiny is also there at the moment. The south node of what we need to release and let go of from the past is in Libra. And we are wanting to find a balance between those two energies. Add on top of it that the new moon is in the same sign of Aries. Those are both cardinal signs, Aries and Libra. And then the other two cardinal signs would be Cancer and Capricorn. So for those four signs, this new moon could be especially impactful. It might be louder for you than the fixed or mutable energies. In addition, because Gemini is two signs behind this new moon, anytime you have a new moon, the sign that's two signs behind it gets a little extra boost of energy. It's a big wishing time for everyone. But if you are a Gemini, your sun is in Gemini, or your moon is in Gemini, your ascendant, that is a big extra help push of energy for you. So less work for you because you have universal help there. So the cardinal signs, we have a symbol of guidance and counselor, similar to Hierophant energy, the teacher. Okay, and that balsamic moon tomorrow, Sunday, is an energy of, again, healing. So that's Four of Swords, temperance energy, the 14 card, which is the sister card of the Hierophant, oddly enough. And then what we can do is really work on that moderation, patience, and caution. In shadow, that can be a lack of self-control. So again, when emotions are heightened, just kind of make sure you're counting to 10 first before you say something that you can't take back, because you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Right, guys? Okay, so I think I covered, it's a perfect time for spiritual work and seeking knowledge. And if you are a singleton right now, single as a Pringles, romance yourself. Take special care of yourself. How can you take yourself on a date? What is your perfect date night in or out, if that's what you prefer? Okay, so the pre-shuffle energy here. As I was just getting the decks ready for today, again, my questions are, what are we releasing? When the deck was split, we had the Strength card and the Emperor card. So it's taking strength towards some kind of leadership, and that's requiring like meticulously cutting away whatever this bond is, whatever this trauma or healing that needs done is, or else that whale would never make it to the top to take the breath. So it's something we definitely have to put action towards. Aries calls us for that. Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, which is our action planet, gets us up and going in the morning, and it is a leadership role as well. So what are we releasing? On the strength side of the cut, we could be releasing either a physical King of Cups, Scorpio energy. We could be releasing the need to control our emotions. King of Cups is balanced in his energy, but he perhaps does not always wear his heart on his sleeve. So we could be releasing, keeping emotions or that balance work to ourselves. Okay. The King of Cups is also a very gracious king. So if you happen to be overgiving, then this new moon eclipse is going to come right and fix that real quick for you. But try to do it by yourself or on your own, taking the steps. When we had our spiritual view conversation, I likened it to, we'd rather jump off the high dive of our own accord. A lot of us have that first time experience than someone to push us off, right? We're going to have a much better experience. So maybe we can release controlling our emotions so much. What can we heal? Any ideas around money? Money doesn't grow on trees, right? It actually does because it's paper. But that is a belief that is actually negative energy. So that pulls our vibrational frequency down. We can release and heal our attitudes toward earning, our attitudes. We can heal our time management because pentacles are all about physical things in the 3D: time, energy, money, resources, assets, talents, even. Okay, so there could be some healing around that if we are more expressive and put our emotions, especially into releasing those emotions and that passion into whatever we're doing. And again, having the strength to do that denotes that there might have been something to fear. And again, with the moon in that sensitive energy of Pisces, we could be feeling a bit insecure or passive and not waiting. But there's no time like the present. That whale's got to get up and get some air, guys. On the other half of the split, on the Emperor energy, what are we releasing? Well, there's the death card right there. We are releasing in this scenario here. There's a lot of teamwork happening. The death card is not, it can be, but more often it's representing transformation and change, healing the man in the mirror, literally, which is kind of funny. Healing of self. It is a complete transformation. In order to transform, we have to release something in order to make room. Okay, so they're asking to release, go ahead and release what is dead and gone, what doesn't have any life left in it. Life is meant for the living, and we have to use this power to our highest potential. Okay. And what are we healing? So, Eight of Wands is a card of fast, passionate communication, as well as quick energy travel. So, we could be healing our need to rush. We could be healing communication. So, she's reaching up to grab that wand. And maybe we're healing using our voice as far as that leadership role, right? And therefore, where can we make a powerful change? We can make a powerful change by taking ownership and taking leadership of this change. And wow, Queen of Cups, right underneath that energy, that water energy is coming in strong here. So again, with that diagonal energy, healing of the heart, healing of the heart then increases our intuition when we are in a higher vibration. We are able to more easily lead and more easily to face those difficulties. Okay, we'll see if that energy comes out in the shuffle for y'all's reading today. Saw 10 of Swords. There was the King of Wands. So what we're going to do, our pre-shuffle, this was super funny. This just came flying out. I barely started shuffle. Enlightenment, what I was just talking about as far as Piscean energy and using that help, that universal energy push from the universe to do this healing because it increases our intuition and brings enlightenment on the spiritual journey. At the bottom of the deck, environmental energy, insecurity. And that I just was like, wow, that's what the Pisces moon can make us feel, insecure, right? So we'll see if those energies come out. I'm going to go ahead and separate the energy by earth, air, water, and fire. Like we did in yesterday's reading, that was pretty cool that it turned out that way. I'm going to put these in numerical order here. So fire representing the number 23 or a 5, water representing 24 or a 6, air representing 25 or a 7, and earth representing the number 26 or an 8, if those are any additional energies to you. And I did want to look at the number of the day, 468. Renew yourself. Stop it. Every day, every moment is a chance to start anew. So the eclipse energy on Monday is the most powerful wishing moon of the entire year. And it is an energy of a new start. It's asking us to be bold and make the first move. the Emperor energy, taking leadership, because it is a cardinal energy. A new start is coming, and it's time to take action on that. Every day, every moment is a chance to start anew. The pain and suffering of the past that come up in present moments are not going to control you anymore. Your angels support your journey to learn from this instead, or simply being afflicted by it. Repeating this mantra, I renew myself. How about that, guys? How about that? That's just too cool. All right. My angels and guides, ancestors of the highest white light, please protect my energy as I dive into my divination tools to bring messages of the best and highest good of the collective for whoever is listening. Whenever they find this message, this reading is timeless as energy is cyclical. My learn lovers are open to messages as long as they are for their best and highest good of all involved. Thank you, Spirit. Last shuffle. All right, randomly at the bottom of the deck, faith. We'll go ahead and keep that as environmental energy for these cards. Okay, again, our questions. What do we need to release? What do we need to heal? And what do we need to, I wasn't even looking here, what do we need to shift into changing? So fire signs, a nice red card there of the root chakra. This is an energy of complacency, which is exactly what I just said about the water moon. I use the word passivity. So it's kind of like a waiting around energy. So your healing, your releasing and healing can have to do with an energy of complacency. There's a winter scene here with a bright sun. However, in the background, that is shining to let us know better times are ahead. Crossed by release. Like we were just talking about, what do we need to release? Okay, storms of the past. That was a gray energy. Have faith that things are changing, fire signs. What about water energies? What about water energies? What are we looking to release, heal, and heal for change? So communication. So this energy here is a card of making judgments. Okay, so these two neighbors were always making judgments about this character here. That's chartreuse, right? They were always, gossiping about her because of her house. She always wears chartreuse. Her house is painted that color. However, when she passed away, everybody saw her great works of art. You can see her art supplies in her hands there, and they never knew that she was such a talented artist. So their lesson was in making judgments, right? If we are gossiping about others, that definitely denotes insecurity, right? And that's what's happening here in this Pisces moon. That would be the shadow energy. So that's what we could be looking to heal in an as far as destiny is concerned. I'm getting divine masculine and divine feminine energy, yin and yang, coming into balance here. And there's this huge portal in the background. Okay, that is how we're going to travel. So water signs, communication coming through very, very strong here as connected to our destiny, something regarding communication. And that's so strange because fire energies usually aren't complacent. So perhaps we're healing that. Maybe it's your rising sign. Okay, I know Leo's my rising sign. That's whatever energy you're learning how to do. So I'm learning to Leo this lifetime because that is on the cusp or of my house one, that Leo energy. Okay. So even if you're not a fire sign, you may have some really important energies in your birth chart there. in that fire energy. What about air signs? What are we releasing, healing, and therefore making a powerful change towards? Wow, growth. So if you've been feeling some kind of stagnancy, like things are not moving or growing or changing, it's all happening beneath the soil. And we're just now starting to see the appearance of that energy come up. So there's an emergency room door there in the background. There's a odd painting, and we see again this energy of there's wheat, could be separating some wheat from the chaff at this time, and connecting to ancestral roots, connecting to those spiritually, ancestors known and unknown, as long as they have love for us that is unconditional and of the highest frequency. We're allowing that help in for air signs. Okay, so it's an evaluation energy as well, and it's like something that has remained stagnant might need like a little bolt, like the paddles for when they get your heart back beating again. You might need to take some kind of serious action in order to jolt this energy awake again. Crossed by a miracle. Wow. So whoa, especially since that emergency room doors were in the back of that image there. So if air signs, you are in an energy or you know any air signs that have been hospitalized, this is coming out of the root chakra. There's a slice of a tree trunk here, and the rings of the tree, when you look down the inside of a tree, are the number of years that tree has been alive. And there is this spiritual energy coming up out. So this could be spiritual growth as well. You could be, just now getting a shock that, oh my gosh, I can talk to my ancestors and receive guidance from them. Wow, have faith, because that is exactly what that energy is. Wow, and on this overall energy, guys, of faith here, there is a dove of peace. So again, we're needing to release and heal. That is so cool. There's an owl behind the spirit in this depiction. And there's also amethyst. And that used to be worn and tucked into the irons of soldiers under their armor, because they believed that that amethyst would protect them from death in battle. There's an earth energy or a motherly energy presenting themselves to you as well, Mother Earth energy, and there's a cup on offer of this faith with the dove. So that could be, have faith in repairing relationships, even to ourselves, to others, and just with taking that leadership role. This is all self stuff. Let's see about earth energies. Wow. Earth energy. What are earth signs? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, looking to release, heal, and therefore make an impactful change. One card for earth signs, please. What are they releasing, healing, and therefore making a change towards? I forgot to start my timer. I try, guys. I'm just not a quick method person. I get nosy and I like to dig. I read energy in layers. And depending if it's, straightforward or not, that's how long the reading's going to be. So earth signs got the release card again, which we saw up here on this fire energy, and they're bookending each other. So that's really interesting, because that would mean this card that came out and the card at the bottom were bookending each other. So fire signs and earth signs could be combining here. This is releasing ghosts of the past, earth signs, and not letting that hold us back. There's a ray of sunshine trying to break through the clouds here, but we may be up in that stinking thinking, very swordsy energy. Might be doing some stinking thinking, and fears of the past might be holding you back. We'll see where that ends up. And there's some forgiveness here. And whether these people are living or no longer with us, we can still be in that energy of forgiveness and comfort, because that forgiveness is for our own soul. It's we are now neutral to the energy. It no longer affects me in a negative way. That is forgiveness. It's not saying what they did was okay, because maybe that's had an impasse. It's created an impasse for you before. Very interesting energy, guys. So earth signs, releasing ghosts from the past and forgiveness. Okay, let's get our water deck here. This is the Mermaid Tarot deck, and we have our strength from that cut. So we're going to keep in mind that Emperor energy, Aries, right out the gate, and then the strength card as well. We had a flipper. Seven of Cups, confusion. Okay, again, that could be just because of this moon energy here. Five of Pentacles on the bottom. That is my Whiskey Lullaby card. Not seeing the help that is on offer to you, and instead just having perhaps a lack mindset. Let's come back over to fire signs. What are fire signs releasing, healing, and therefore making a powerful change towards? Wow, world. So, and with that complacency card here, this is ending a cycle of complacency successfully. This is the last card on the hero's journey for this particular journey for you. And you are ending some kind of cycle, whatever that is relating to, some kind of cycle where we have not taken action before. Again, sun signs, rising signs mostly, and even north nodes, especially because it is in a fire sign right now. Okay, water signs. What about this gossiping energy, making judgments? Page of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles is back from the pre-shuffle, water signs. So Page of Pentacles is the message of an offer coming through. It's learning something new that leads to financial gain. Financial gain can also be gaining more time. So if you have more time and less work, aren't you still earning personal money? You're earning personal minutes. You'll never get that time back. Time is money. Time is valuable. So we could have prejudged some kind of message or some kind of learning that we needed to do. Maybe we didn't think we needed to learn that. Maybe somebody judged us, okay, and they had no idea how talented we were. Maybe you have no idea how talented you are, water signs. But whatever this new learning is that you're doing is very financially lucrative, as in time, energy, resources, money. It's freeing up some of those things for you. Okay, air signs, give me some more on this growth, releasing, healing, and therefore making a powerful change. One's card for air signs, please. What are air signs releasing? Separating wheat from the chaff. Maybe some of us are overworking and it ended us up in the emergency room. I hope that is not so. We are releasing chariot energy. So the energy of the chariot is when our yin and yang are in alignment, and then we get into the emperor energy. Now normally on all the other decks, the emperor is the one that drives the chariot with no reins. So this seahorse is not yet moving. This is indicative of a role reversal because seahorses, male seahorses, are the ones that carry the offspring. And there are two people on this card rather than just the one. So it could be as simple as releasing someone with a birth month of a 7, a life path number 7. It could be releasing and healing this need of balanced energy, of fairness and partnerships. Okay, releasing something that is stagnant and not moving and not growing. There we go. What about earth signs? What are earth signs releasing that will be healed and then make a powerful change towards? What are earth signs releasing here from the past? What ghosts of the past are earth signs releasing and need to have faith in that this will bring them peace and that energy of forgiveness? Thank you. Earth signs may be releasing, and we have the pre-shuffle revisiting here. So that message at the beginning before I started shuffling cards will go towards all earth signs as well as water signs because of this Ace of Pentacles here. So we are releasing any kind of, especially since here it's that energy was book ending, this is a very fast card of action, so we could be releasing non-action, and we are reaching up to communicate our passion. So it's like you've been holding back on a passion because of some, maybe some ghost from the past was somebody told, convinced you that you were capable of something, you're never going to amount to something. And Eight of Wands is fast, passionate energy of communication. So Mercury in retrograde, it feels like earth signs are not going to have quite as much problem with that because you are grabbing the bulls by the horns and you're reaching for that. So you're releasing any communications of the past that maybe came in very, very quickly, and whether they were good or bad, you're releasing. I mean, this figure is holding their hands over their ears. So something that you didn't want to hear or talk about or think about, you are now taking the leadership role on. Releasing these words, they could have been harsh and coming quickly. Again, at the beginning of the read, we said you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. So maybe we're releasing some of the things that people have told us in the past out of a rush of energy, speaking, out of passion. And passion, guys, can be for the good or for the bad. Back to fire signs. What are fire signs healing? So we are releasing complacency and healing fire signs, Two of Cups, bringing love energy back into balance. And we are ending a cycle of complacency within a balanced partnership. So that's going to be healing of Two Cups, not just your own healing. Ending complacency could finally bring in someone for you that is evenly yoked to your energy. Very nice, fire signs. Wow, you've been wishing for this person or this energy to balance, or what you want wants you. It's your wish, and that might come here by the full moon at the end of April there on the 24th. Wow. What are water signs healing? So receiving some kind of a learning that turns into monetary. So water signs, maybe people gossip about there's some kind of learning or new mode of work that you are performing, and you're learning things so that you can turn that into money, saving of time, energy, resources. We are healing confusion. Oh, there's two. Wow, double cards again. That one was even hiding there. So we are healing. Again, kings are the leadership roles. He is he's very financially lucrative. This could be denote someone of an earth sign. So water signs could be having some healing around a father energy, or an earth sign if that's partnership. In confusion within this King of Pentacles energy. How do I take over? How can I lead myself to financial prosperity where I can share my wealth with others? And by releasing, who cares about what people say? If you're learning something new and it makes you happy and it's going to bring you time, energy, money, resources, who cares? They're the people that are talking are the ones that are insecure anyway. So by doing that and going voraciously at this new learning, you are healing any kind of confusion of what to pick, of what direction to take. Okay, this is looking at all these options. Water signs, and water signs are very affected by the moon, keep in mind. There is a moon energy at the top of this card as well, a full moon. So there could be, by healing this, by learning something new that you want to do, no matter what other people say, could either bring you an earth partner with a lot of earth in their chart. Could be, doesn't have to be Capricorn, or excuse me, a Taurus. But we are healing emotions around a Taurus. If that's if you have a partner, a sibling, a coworker, okay, that energy is being healed by you learning these new things. Wow. So King of Pentacles and being financially lucrative. It's really interesting that came out, and he's sitting here on top of that Ace of Pentacles. Aces are all about potential, guys. Okay. What you wish for now in this new moon energy can be here for you and have great financial abundance in a year from now. Wow. So this powerful change, you'll see it when you watch the spiritual view, but we're going to have energy affect us for 2 years. But you'll hear about that tomorrow, especially with the Mars Uranus conjunction. Okay, I wasn't even quite ready for that yet, so I'll get another card for air signs. Air signs, what are you healing? You are healing your ability to look within, okay, because this is, remember, you do have the theme of growth. And the Knight of Cups can be in love with love itself. So we are examining our own heart's cup, and what does that mean to you to love? Maybe you've rushed into love in the past, air signs, or maybe that energy is stagnant and grounded and it hasn't grown. Maybe you are needing to separate some wheat from the chaff here, as far as understanding what is truly important to me and what things can I release in order what weeds can I clear out of that garden so my garden can be a more fuller, more expansive experience that does bring me healing. So this is also, there's a starfish in this card, which is a regenerative energy. Because if a starfish loses a limb, it grows back. This person in this card, Knights, are the mutable signs. So for water energy, that would be Piscean energy. So it could involve a Pisces or a Cancer energy here, air signs. He's also looking inside that cup and learning how to scribe. So that is increasing your spiritual prowess, your understanding of how you can receive these messages of faith that your ancestors might be trying to bring you. All right, earth signs crossed by the tower here with that Knight of Cups. I did say I would get another card, but I feel that's exactly what this is. We already got it. This is quite shocking to you if this is a person. Pisces, or a Cancer. This could also involve growth, right? Which is a shock which is a shock regarding a Cancer or a Pisces. Um, there's a tower, the tower could be falling because of this Chariot not yet moving, or because we, fell in love with love instead of the person, and have come to that realization that that is no longer helping us grow. Could be healing our heart's cup, healing our misguided beliefs perhaps around love. That within love, air signs do like their freedom and their alone time, even within, having that autonomy within partnership, which is what the north and south nodes of the moon are asking us to learn as a collective human race right now. Healing that me, my, being too far north or being too far south of we, and that could be too far south of overgiving, codependency. Our happiness depends on whether or not another person does XYZ. That's codependency. Big one, air signs. You've been coming through strong there with that star card energy all week long. That card has not quit. Earth signs, 9 of Wands, crossed by that 5 of Pentacles, will come back again. So 9 of Wands is an energy of the wounded warrior, what we're exactly talking about, Chiron. And the need, here's that death card again, Scorpio energy, the need for transformation. So in this case, with it coming out as 9 of Wands here, in this depiction, this is a merman that does what it takes 24 hours a day. All of those wands stay lit. That is exhausting. There's a volcano kind of erupting there in the background. This transformation might be a shock to you, but we do have the release card, okay? And we need to make space in order for new growth to have room to move in here. Making space for that. And 9 of Wands can also depict repeating patterns over and behaviors over and over again, but expecting a different result. Okay, and if we don't jump off that diving board ourselves, okay, it's getting healed for us in a way that involves your energy or doesn't, but it's happening either way. Okay. I feel bad now. They have 2 in water and, or excuse me, fire and air. It feels like they need a second card. But no, because it's super straightforward. So we'll just keep going with it. All right, last question. What are we making a powerful change towards by using that Emperor energy, that leadership? What powerful change can happen? Okay, now they get to judgment call. Wow. So even numerology wise, this is the 20 card right before that world. So starting off with the world energy, releasing, we are releasing something that brings a cycle to a close. We are healing balance within partnerships here. And then that is the change, okay, or the making a powerful change towards. This is a judgment call. So do you see all of these people being resurrected from the past? Mercury retrograde does bring people from our past back around. That's in retrograde until the 24th, I believe. And then behind that was the 2 of Swords. There's a decision here. So we had 2 of Cups, the 20 card, a 2, and 2 of Swords. 222 might be significant for you for some reason. Keep that in mind. In order to heal this balance of love energy within partnership, Okay, one of you has to make a judgment call, and that might be hard to do because these two opponents are pretty evenly matched here. There are two truths that could be equally true. That is a sign of a crossroads energy. 222. Wow, fire signs strong for you today. Crossed by Queen of Pentacles. Crossed by Queen of Pentacles. So in an environmental energy of nurturance, that is the lower octave Empress. So the ranking of the four queens, the Queen of Pentacles is at the top as far as moving into Empress status, because the Empress is all four queens energy put into one. So fire signs, you could be have a Queen of Pentacles in your energy. You're making a judgment call. You might have two truths about this Queen of Pentacles, and that is not gendered, male or female, it's soul energy. So it is an archetype. The archetype of Queen of Pentacles, I always think of her as the Snow White of the zodiac. That would be cardinal energy, so more Capricorn energy here. Could have to do with a Capricorn. Wow. So this judgment call's coming. And you see that swirl at the top there? That Archangel Gabriel is the one that resurrects this energy and sounds the trumpet for this judgment call to be made. Again, this is happening with or without you. So if we really want to feel that balanced energy in love relationships, it's going to require a decision. It's going to require nurturing. Okay, it's going to require, this is also abundance energy. It could be combining with a water sign in some way as well as earth, because all this earth is in this water energy here. Okay, what are we therefore making a powerful change toward water signs? So if we're releasing confusion surrounding our own action towards income, okay, or healing confusion about a Taurus or King of Pentacles and earthy energy, healing our releasing, the fact that people may be talking about us regarding something new we're learning, because you'll be laughing all the way to the bank. Who cares? And therefore, what is this powerful change? Two of Pentacles. That is finally making a decision, because Two of Pentacles is juggling, has too many balls in the air. That's juggling too many things. Very similar to this earth energy here of constantly spinning those plates. But in this case, he's lighting the wands that stay aglow 24 hours a day. There are children on this card, so making a powerful change. So maybe there's a number of children in your household could be changing. And or we go from an ace to a two. Learning this information can not only bring financial abundance, but it could bring in another opportunity that we then have to make a choice between. Very interesting. You're not going to be confused anymore. I think other people, there's a fish in here, so a more Piscean energy there. And it is a rabbit, so that would speak to the 420 energy of Jupiter conjoining with, wow, yes, Jupiter conjoining with Uranus on April 20th. That's super powerful. That's in Taurus. That's a big deal because Uranus moves so slow, and there we have this Taurus energy. So 420 is going to be significant for you water signs as far as your luck is concerned. Whatever this learning is, go for it. It doesn't matter regardless of what other people say, go for it. The crossing energy is of the Hanged Man, more Pisces shown up for the water signs here. This start could have started, and I did say this could come to fruition a year from now. So environmental energy of the Hanged Man, that's Pisces, so end of February through most of March. And it could be more than one offer. Wow, underneath the hangman, things pick up very, very fast because this is an energy of weight, kind of hang out. We talked about that with the moon in Pisces of non-action. And then right underneath it is fast action by the Knight of Wands. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, air signs. What powerful change is coming in because we have released, stagnation, or we have released moving too quickly. We are healing our own heart's cup. We are healing our ideas and beliefs around love. Therefore, wow, making a powerful change. This is the card of change itself, the Wheel of Fortune, that doing this turns destiny in your favor at this new moon. That's a big card. Okay. Finally, growth, air signs. Finally, growth. After stagnation, major growth. The wheel of fate turns in your favor by examining your own heart. Okay. And I spoke the last reading about air signs. We don't want to think our feelings. If you're ruminating about it, go within, get out of your head and into your heart. Okay. Because this is a big twist of fate for you, air signs. Yes. Earth signs, what powerful change is coming in for you because you have released ghosts of the past. You are now allowing yourself to hear those ghosts and look at the lesson of what that is rather than the pain. And you are releasing any communication that has come in quickly, whether it was negative or positive, as far as communications concerned. Releasing the need to run because Eight of Wands can be travel. Maybe you felt like you were running from your past in some way, but we all are. It's called the shadow. So maybe you are doing some shadow work and it's a big job. It's an inside job. It takes a strong person to look at their flaws and then embrace them as part of you, but it does completely bring transformation for you. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So we go from overaction and just keep going, you're almost there, to Four of Pentacles, which is holding back. So perhaps earth signs before you were in that energy of overgiving, and now you're learning that, hey, I get times to release and relax too. I don't have to do all the things myself. I don't have to be the one that is Action Jackson all the time. I can share and spread the work. Now, earth signs, these are all upright in my deck here, but the Six of Cups did come out in reverse. And if we're looking at releasing past energies, you are doing that. You are protecting your energy. You're getting more zen. What is transforming is the Six of Cups, this childlike energy. Okay, no longer rushing towards things. We are slowing down and enjoying the process of transforming. This could be communication, releasing harsh communication, or releasing the things that we say to ourselves, right? That endless cycle on repeat or loop. Stop that. You are wonderful. Six of Cups in reverse would be no longer holding on to nostalgia from the past. You're releasing that it's finally, if this has been like a crook in your craw here, a stone in your craw, Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Wow, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Two of Wands, and Two of Cups. All the twos are on the board. Wow. Life path twos. All of this energy. We got all of this energy in our chart, guys. We have all of this energy. What life area it sits in will depend on what time you were born. So releasing fast, passionate communication or some kind of where we thought we were supposed to go or move quickly. Healing the need to continue to repeat the same behaviors but get the same result. Healing that and doing a complete 180, moving from the chrysalis and that caterpillar and the chrysalis to finally emerging as a butterfly, slowing down, protecting our energy, keeping those boundaries up. Moving towards better boundaries, moving toward better self-protection as far as letting go, releasing this past. And that's exactly what Six of Cups in reverse is. And it's bookending each other. I can't get over that. Two of Wands, deciding between two different actions. Are we going to stay here in the past and do what we've always done? Or are we going to come towards something new willingly? Okay, willingly releasing these people, these words from the past of some sort, causes you to have to make a decision on what action to take. More powerful change. Give me a life area here, Spirit. I feel like it was pretty straightforward for the fire energy and the water energy, easy peasy air energy. Queen of Cups. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So moving into a powerful change of self-love, filling our own cups up first, not repeating these patterns, putting boundaries in place, holding back so that we can protect our heart, which then does, it's coming full 360 here, which then does increase our intuition because Queen of Cups is the most intuitive of the signs. High Priestess energy here, but we've got to release whatever this is in the past, this past energy, things that are ding dong dead. You may be feeling very emotional about it this time. But again, diving into your own heart. And we did see the first card out was the King of Cups, and then the last card out now is the Queen of Cups. Wow. So two divine pairs have shown up in this reading here. Earth divine pair and a water divine pair. Okay. The Fool, taking a leap of faith, making a powerful change. That opens your heart. That opens your intuition. You are getting your land legs, earth signs. Have faith. Okay, last but not least, we are going to look into our advice. Where'd you go? There you are. What wanted to come out here randomly? The Emperor. Can't make it up. Stellium and Aries. Can't make it up. And it was in our split on the pre-shuffle split. Okay, advice for fire signs. This is the Cosmic Oracle. You can look these up online for the deeper meanings if you're interested. Fire signs advice. Hope. Okay, and I did mention that dove of hope here on this overall energy for everyone. Okay, that dove of peace. And then right underneath that in the environment was this forgiveness energy. Okay, and underneath that is impasse with a full moon. Wow. So here, this is portal energy that I just got done talking about. This is a major shift by making this judgment call. Hold faith, hold hope that this balance is coming because you are ending the cycle of complacency, fire signs. crossed by mirrored souls, twin flame energy. It's healing with that Two of Cups. Whoa, you're making this judgment call, and your soulmate comes in that is as evenly yoked with you. Wow. Hope is a 16 card. That's a 7 energy. That is divine help. It is the Pisces year. What about water signs? Advice for water signs here. Advice for water signs. Advice for water signs. Advice for water signs, please. Thank you. Be fearless. Be fearless. We are no longer confused or unsure. We are feeling, okay, this leadership role, the ability to make our own pentacles. Time, money brings in a choice, and be fearless. There is a lighthouse there in the backdrop of this card. And since lighthouses are at night, that would be full moon energy as well. Wow. And look at this connection between these two cards, water and fire. Look at that. That is really neat. So portal energy here. Again, eclipses are portals to new timelines. Crossed by, awaken. Wow. Okay, so we did talk about this business, could be spiritual business. Water signs, doesn't matter what other people say, be fearless and go for it. Advice for air signs with this new growth. I hope y'all are fine. The stagnancy is being released in order for movement to happen towards your own ideas of love. We're growing in that area, not taking that many. Wow, shadow self, what I say. So this person is looking into their own cup, into their own emotions. That is part of shadow work. Okay, that is a 28 card, which is a 1. So air signs, if you're a life path 1, this is an even stronger message for you. Be fearless, water signs. That was a card number 3. So maybe more significant for you, especially if you're a water sign and a 3. Fire signs, if you're a 7 life path energy, that's going to have some additional information for you. So shadow self and time out. This is what we're releasing here. This tree of life is examining all of our own energy. There's some kind of big change happening. 3 plus 2, the 32 card is a 5 of change. Wow. Okay, advice for earth signs. Advice for earth signs. We don't want to be really hanging on to these past words or past actions out of haste. We are healing repeating patterns and allowing in this change by releasing the past. Turn over this way, since that's what we did for Earth. Sacred journey. Okay, sacred journey. That is the number 26 card. That is an 8 energy. So life path 8s could find something extra in this message. Underneath that, mirrored souls is back. And that was on this first pile and last pile. So again, that energy is moving back and forth, as is this air and water energy. Wow, that's pretty incredible, guys. Okay. So we will keep that number 26, Sacred Journey. Mirrored Souls did technically come out with that. Okay. Earth and Fire, crossed by 31, number 4, and your environmental energy, surrendering to this. I said that it felt like, again, repeating the same patterns over and over from the past, that we are then releasing, so that transformation can happen. And we can release what this was, these energies of the past that are no longer suited for us. We're protecting ourselves against so that we can increase our intuition and go on this sacred journey. That is really flippin' cool. All you got to do is surrender and have faith, that forgiveness energy. Okay, I think that's quite enough, guys. I have no idea how long my video is because I forgot to start my timer, but I hope this message finds you well. Please put it in the comments. Again, I do appreciate you sharing your energy with me so beautifully. That means the more that you like and comment, becoming part of this tribe, those are the energies I focus on as I'm pulling in messages for you all. So take care and be well. Much love and bye for now.